go. And so here we are in Saint-Germain Castle once again. And here's Marinia and Tessera, two other maids from like 50, and reporting that Toga's still missing, despite AG and some of the other maids, and even Garrison, Norman, and Dorothy are helping because they're also serving staff, sort of. And here's Twill. She would like to get all of the maid corps out there to help, but they need Sandman's go-ahead for that, and he's still locked up in his room. And Tessera wonders what's going to happen. What's going to become of Earthgirts and the Grand Knight. Earthgirts is the name of their organisation, by the way. Don't worry about it. And the Grand Knights, with the way things are going. Earthgirts. But you needn't worry. What a banger. That voice! Here I am, at last. Look at him, he's got the shiny teeth and everything. Yep. That's just like, yeah. So I need to save this image for I've got a friend who hates this. Whoa! I mean, that's 12. She's the one. Can't keep herself under control. Just selection, yeah. Save that. Stop. Mons 2. And so, Master Sandman! I kept you all in suspense. Please accept my sincere apologies. Rose, look at him. Sandman's... he's majestic like a tiger. And no! Welcome back! Welcome! Yeah. Raven. Why are you angry, Mr. Raven? It's nothing. Now, what's the situation? Master Toga is still missing. However, we've detected some movement by the Skull Moon Alliance. Comparing it to their old data, we've estimated they're preparing an attack of scale unlike anything they've done before. I see. Then we must bring Toga and the others back before darkness blankets our world. But I heard Gravion was still really damaged. Sandman. Indeed, now may be the time. We need the radiance of the sun to sweep away these dark clouds. Everyone knows the sun's more powerful than the moon, but when they work together, unstoppable. And so, in the Older Baron room, here's Aphrodia, deep in thought, and here's Rubina. Here's Rubina. And she asks if there's anything up. She says, no, there's absolutely no problem. But Rubina's not so easily fooled, seeing that Aphrodia's obviously ill at ease regarding what's about to happen. And even in times of war, this operation is beyond inhuman and should be executed or cost the lives of billions of innocents. And Aphrodia says she doesn't care about any Earthling lives, and this plan is necessary for the success of their invasion. And, regardless of her position as her personal secretary, she will not tolerate Rubina voicing such complaints. And Aphrodia says that Rubina, whose feelings for Duke Fleet led her to defy her father once, couldn't possibly understand the weight of the older Baron's mission. Everything they do is for the S1 people, and she's ready to become a demon herself for them. And Rubina doesn't believe her at all, not even for a second, and just stop lying to yourself, Aphrodia. And she's going to talk to her father and have the operation stopped, but Aphrodite says it's not going to work. The plan came from Gatla, and even if it were somehow averted, the Geizok, Eldar, and Zerevire will just do something even worse. Because those three groups don't have the faintest concept of morality or justice. And you should tell Rubina how desperate the war has become, that Aphrodite's people are allying with these monsters. And Rubina knows that all the same, Aphrodite is saddened by all of this. And so Aphrodite has to admit it. Once she never would have given an order from a superior second thought, but now the thought of the impending slaughter brings pain to a part of her heart. And Rubina says that Terrell is probably thanks for that, restoring some of her old kindness, but the commander still hasn't returned. So Rubina tells Aphrodite to make up her mind if she's troubled by this. If this war continues, her own people will suffer. The S1ians should have opted for a method besides war if they really wanted a new homeworld. And so Aphrodite thinks about that for a second, and tells Rubina that she's been ordered to execute whoever the traitor is who's been transmitting something out of Skull Moon Base. And Rubina just goes, yeah, it's me. I've been feeding Duke Fleet all the information I forgot, with the help of Flick. Old Gideon Flick. He goes, if you're going to shoot me, go ahead. My life was laid down long ago in the name of peace. She's like, why did you confess? Do you think I'm no longer strong enough to pull the trigger? She goes, no, I think now you can understand what I speak of and why I did what I did. Commander Aphrodia, let's defect to Earth, together. I'm sure Duke Fleet will take us in and think of a way to save the people of both worlds. Your beloved Duke Fleet, the pilot of Grandizer. I heard that a man from S1 is also fighting with him in Zuth. Yes, the traitor Marin Raygun. You telling me to follow the same path as he? Nothing to do with him. What you should be thinking of is what you can do for the future of S1's people. Their future. Let's go, Commander. There's still time. No. I cannot betray the Commandant. He was like a father to my brother. Brother and I, ever since we lost our family as children. Commander Aphrodia. Princess, please forget we ever had this conversation. I'll also forget your crimes. Commander Terrell entrusted me with transporting the prisoners of war back to Earth. I leave that in your hands. I understand. You'll have your chance to defect at the next appointment. I'll help as much as I can. Thank you, Commander. I pray that someday you'll be able to be honest to yourself. Thank you, Princess. Farewell. Meanwhile, here's Toga just bumbling about in a town, and he bumps into some drunk breakers, and he doesn't say anything, and he's like, oh, you think you're too good to talk to us because you got a pretty face, huh? Well, you shouldn't mess with Holler's gang. We got a whoop with your name on it. And then they get fucking punched and annihilated by Faye. And the next guy's like, whoa, it's that guy's girlfriend or something. What? And she's like, how dare you? Kills him too, just punches him right out. He's like, you hit me, that's twice. And so they're like, oh, quick, no, we gotta get out of here. She's a Federation soldier. And she's like, she's a G soldier. Faye Shinri. And then Jigshaw! Like, we'll be back once your Federation falls. We'll get you for this, lady. And so they run off. And then she sees Toga and sees that he hasn't changed even after all these years. And he sort of snaps out of his trance and he's like, Faye, you're Faye, right? And it seems like seeing her face to face has jogged his memory. And yeah, he remembers her now. The very same Faye who grew up with him in an orphanage. And Sandman was the sponsor for the orphanage, and to all of them, he was a father figure. And Faye tells him that Sandman was supposed to take her, with her strong G-Factor, off to live in his castle, but he changed his mind and picked the other G-Factor bearer, Toga, to be the pilot of the Grand Kaiser. And Faye obviously thinks that was a mistake. Sandman had taken a gamble in Toga's untapped potential, but obviously failed because, you know, he lost to the Red Zerova. He sucks shit as far as Fate's concerned. And she tells him that it's his responsibility that one of the G Driller's pilots has died, and the other one's MIA. And when he's like, stop, it's enough. And she's like, oh, really? No. Not very impressed with him at all. And his dead comrades are rolling in their graves with what a weakling he is. But he's like, I get it. But she tells him that she can help him use his powers fully if he comes and becomes her subordinate. And he won't have to think or feel, just follow her orders, like when they were kids. And she's sure that having him will let her Grand Troopers become even more powerful than Gravion. And then Eiji comes over like, now hold it right there, Toga. It's like, Eiji. And he's like, hey, Toga, come on back with us, bud. But all Toga wants to do is forget all about Gravion, the Grand Knights, and Zuth. He just wants to be a monster, like Eiji said he would become one day, and stop feeling pain and doubt. And Eiji obviously tells him to shut the fuck up. He goes, you really want to forget all the stuff we've seen and been through together? Trying to stop Junior 7? Setsuko's so... He obviously is not going to mention... Yeah, so he talks about the Exodus instead. Like on Setsuko's read, he talks about Setsuko, Tears for Denzo Toby, and like we kicked the demons out of Japan, we helped the Exodus. Shin and Camille's pain, Garrett and the old man Rand, huh? We're helping everyone in their fight to save the world. Would you just let go of all of that? He's like, stop. And he's crying. And then Eiji's like, poor Aina and Runa, they died for someone this pathetic. Toga just yells, stop it! Punches Eiji. He's like, what the hell is that? That sort of punch ain't gonna do anything to me after all the training Tetsuya and the elements put me through. Hell, even Red and Eureka's kids could take you on right now. Even Princess Anna could. It's like, alright, better. That punch there was about Gainer's level, I guess. Now, payback. You think you've been fighting this alone? You're not the only one sad because Aina and Runa are gone. And so, he goes, there's Sugumi, Maria, Soche, Far, Keiko, Emma, Sarah, Mel, Koji, Jiron. Everyone's hurting because of it. It's like, shut up! Aina was with me since I was a child, and Runa and I always trained together. And he's like, all you do is cause trouble. Quit making people worry about you, dumbass. Bakayana! Like, leave me alone. Nobody asked you to worry about me. But Daisuke, Amuro, Lauren, and Laven still do. Ume and Shia, too. Hell, even Tifa and Reina were using their powers to look for you. Rina, sorry. Huh? But you better be ready. Marin, Sirius, Gavan, Kappe, and Adet are pissed. Once you're back, Gengoro, Kengo, and Bright are going to give you one hell of a lecture. And after that, you're going to get a year's supply of Roger's sass, Banjo's smiles, and Holland's... So, cut this crap out and come back. Everyone's waiting for you. Everyone. But either way, if you really feel bad, then stay beside Leal. Leal. And then, urgent transmission. A large group of aliens showed up at the South Pole. Geez, no time to lose. We gotta get back to Zoot, Toga. But even if I went back, Gravion is... It's Mizuki. You kids should leave worrying about stuff like that for later. Mizuki? That means you're ready to get going, right? Wait, you're alive? Let's go, Toga, Eiji. Our battle is not finished. Sandman, You don't need to say anything, Toga. Come, Leal's waiting. Right. And so, in the Trinity City briefing room, so, remember how Marin's been replaced as the Bordeaux guy? So, Quinstein and Tsukage brief Marin. The aliens have gone to the South Pole, and they brought a thermal device that they're going to call an artificial sun. And the aliens have shown up en masse and guarding the thing as it's melting its way through the polar ice. And it's going to change the world's sea level and cause massive flooding. You'd think the Federation would want to do something about it, but no. The flooding is expected to mostly only affect everywhere that's not the Federation, actually, so they don't give a shit. Olsen thinks that some of the feds are just cold-hearted enough to reckon that this development might actually be a plus. And Orb and Aman among the areas that be flooded, and it seems to be an indication of how closely Orb was aligned with the Sages that they're being hung out to dry now. Camille asks what Zaf's up to, because they still have their Carpentaria base at the South Pole and they could send troops over, and reports say they did, and they were destroyed. And so Garrett wonders if the enemy's that strong, and Quattro internally just suspects that Zaf deliberately sent a light force to be like, oh, we tried. But either way, we've got a big problem on our hands, and Jiren wants to get out there right away. Chikyu no dai pinchy! Nandare! We got a hell of a tight squeeze on this one. And Koji obviously agrees. He's ready to smash that son to bits. Bright says that the Minerva has just arrived and we'll be all leaving together very soon. News of what happened at Gibraltar has reached us, and Mel is a little dejected, and Laven finds it hard to believe that Athrun would desert Zaft like that. Seems wild. Tetsuya wonders if he might have tried to join up with the Archangel, because we still don't know if it survived the Minerva's attack, but he can't think of anywhere else that Athrun would go if he left Zuth and Zaft. Gain has heard that Shin and Rei were the ones who shot him down, as well as the fact that Mayrin was aboard the Saviour. And then Rand tells him to cut him some slack, because he's sure that they wouldn't have had a choice. Like, they wouldn't have just... Like, that Shin guy, he wouldn't have just done that, right? And Gain says that being a soldier is a harsh life. So Talia comes in to tell everyone that the Minerva's back, and Jamil's like, okay, so what happened with Athrun? Captain Gladys, and she quotes the report she sent us. Athrun and Mayrin were found to be sending Zaf secrets to an unknown party, and they were shot down as they tried to escape Gibraltar. Zaf's police claim to have found corroborating evidence in Athrun's room, and Mayrin is treated as an accessory. And as for what that information was, confidential, can't be disclosed. So Talo obviously says that's some absolute fucking horse shit, and she's not taking that when two of our friends are dead, but Hap steps in and stops her from getting Italia's face, because right now our priority is to deal with the South Pole situation, because the Earth's about to get fucked up real good. Holland hopes Talia understands that it's a big mistake to think that military law or confidential is going to work all the time, and she just nods sadly. And Shia thinks that Talia is the one with the most doubts about the incident here. And this shit, look at his head. Shin. And so... yeah, if we haven't got enough Destiny secret points, we get, I didn't have a choice! Athrun was acting crazy and I had orders from the chairman. Don't worry, Shin, you don't have to talk about it. No one here thinks you wanted to do that. But it still feels up like I screwed up bad, doesn't it? And then Luna's like, it's fine, Shin. Luna, there was no other choice, so... I'm so sorry, Luna. Yeah, you fucking killed her sister, dude. This isn't the time for sorrow. Let's go, Shin. You have a mission to fulfill, as part of both Zuth and Zaft. Okay, right. And so, everyone starts leaving. Man tells Quincy he wants an explanation about the boarded up pilot thing when he gets back, and she was planning on doing that anyway. There's something concerning this operation from the aliens that she wants him to hear. And he's like, alright, what? And she's not going to say what it is. And if it has anything to do with her trying to replace Marin right now. But she'll tell him everything if Earth is still around tomorrow. She asks him to return safely, and he's like, I need you to tell me that. And so internally, she's got a guess as to what's going on. But then David comes over, and she'd like him to wait to start piloting Baldios until this operation's done. But he's not going to sit by and wait for the okay to launch in the Fixer 1. It was designed for emergencies, and this feels like one of them. He's learned subspace tech and what it means to love someone from Quinstein, and he's no longer a student. He's a man, and he's going to protect her like one. And he's not going to die for Earth, but he'll do so for her. Incredible. What a guy. Makes you cry. so this is scenario 44, the falling sun. And here's Dalton. He commends Frodo for wiping out the Earthlings' little band so easily, but she just says, nah, they were merely observers. The real threat is yet to show itself. Dalton's not afraid of Zuth reaching the thing, but Frodo says that you shouldn't underestimate Zuth, because, you know, we beat Terrell. And Dalton's like, don't bunch me in with that loser. And then Frodo's like, come talk, here they are. Okay, well, we need to bring the King Beetle, and I mean, you gotta bring the Iron Gear. And then the Gloma, the Freedom, the Agardama. Let's bring Bright. So Oliver spots the artificial sun. There it is. And Ryder's having a hard time seeing everywhere with the steam flowing around. And despite the enormous heat spreading throughout the area, Quincy's told Jamie it's still warming up. It's only going to get worse than this, which means we need to wreck it before then. Aphrodite doubts that we can pull it off. This artificial sun is the epitome of all Aldebaran technology. Marion wants to know how she and her can still call themselves people after going along with an operation like this. And she orders him to shut up, traitor. And she won't be choosy when it comes to securing the S1ian's future. And so Rubina is watching. And Hazelmon tags the artificial sun as our priority and to keep an eye out for some very likely enemy reinforcements. Banjo looks at this corrupted sun and says that its existence is impermissible. And Toshi is ready to beat the hell out of these aliens who try to destroy even our planet's nature. Apollo seems to have noticed something though. They asked him what's wrong. He's like, nah, it's nothing. Just my imagination. But he's a mysterious person looking. Mysterious little person watching the battle. They go, will the wingless or the aliens be the winners? And then Rina can sense some innocent eyes upon us. But it's innocence that makes them dangerous. And so, we need to destroy the artificial sun. And the SR point is defeat all enemies and then defeat the artificial sun. And, poof. It's going to be a rough one. And the artificial sun, the secret of the artificial sun is that it's got a bad attack, but 1 bazillion HP. It's awful. The trick is while doing everything else that the game wants you to do. You gotta blow up all the guys. And there's some secrets too. Here's this bozo. Doesn't he? It's fucking fun with the energy base. This is fucking over. T. The Cyclo Frame. Just armor over things.
まずはこちらで足止めを集中させれば。
来たか、直撃させる。当たるかよ。
I'm gonna get him. Goes bad as shit, as usual.
無防備すぎるんだよ。落ちろ。
Shoot off. Fall. Punch. Even them try for the counter attack. Leave these guys and try for the counter attack as well. Actually, what we'll do. Then he's got the plus who can try and the all attack. Shins. Big move.
そんなところにいたって。 いつならどんな奴が相手でも。逃がすものか。落ちろ。
You know? 'It's the big wheel rocket punch.
世話を焼かせない。子供じゃないんだから。いけない。こんなはずじゃ。
When you're doing less than 1,000 damage to an old man.
笑わなきゃよしやがれ。大車輪ロケットパンチ。
You do not need to defend this man from these attacks.
まずは俺が。了解。攻撃開始。
Damn, I love to take 1% of their health.
相手にならねえな。てめえらの好きにはやらせねえ。
Then I'll let you guys just do whatever you want. So obviously, he's a pilot, doesn't really want to do jack or fuck. So Frodio figures that now's the time, and she releases Rubina in a minifu. And so Rubina gets on the radio, is like, "Hey everybody, it's me, Rubina Vega." It's like, "Rubina?" And then Apollo's like, so everyone's like, "Hey, you know who that is?" It's like, "Yeah, she's the daughter of Emperor Vega. It's Rubina. She loves peace and she's amazing, actually." And in this midi-fu, she's got a bunch of captured humans aboard from the Geizok and the Eldar, and she wants us to cover her until she can exit the battlefield. And Kazuki gets on touch. She's like, "Hey, Cafe, me and Mitchie are here though, and I know I ain't got any right to, but can you help?" And obviously Cafe's like, "Hell yeah, dude, I'll save you. I don't have no grudge. Get going. We'll hold these bozos at bay." So Frodio's like, "Tor, Rubina Himes, me, frickin' Rubina, oh, how awful, oh, despicable. She escaped, terrible." And then it's like, "Do you want to shoot her down, Commander Frobia?" And she's like, "No, the operation takes priority. Ignore her." And then that's when Negros is here, and he's seen enough of Frodio's duplicity. He's here, and he had a hidden microphone set up in her office, so he heard all about the plan with Rubina. And he's had a beef with her for a while, ever since she was shot down, but Marin allowed her to escape. A clear violation of Aldebaran Code, which proclaims death on those who show or are shown mercy by the enemy. And she should know, because she wrote the damn thing. And now she dares compound their crime by shielding the treacherous princess. But Negros knows she'll avoid punishment because of Gatla's affection. But when his own brother showed his back to the enemy, he was executed, and that's why he won't tolerate Afrodia's actions. He's not going to execute her, though, because that would only invoke Gatla's rage, so instead he's come to make sure that she fights for Aldebaran. And she's like, "That's fine with me." She was always going to do that, with or without him keeping tabs. We still need to shoot down that artificial sun, though, and now we've got to defend this little flying saucer, too. Tashia's not going to let... Yeah, here it is. About to let these people get killed after they finally managed to escape. And so she's got to get to that point. Duke promises that he's going to get them all out of there. And so, secret alert, she needs to survive. And there's an ending point in it if she survives as well. And she's in a really fucking bad unit. But it's okay, there's a secret shortcut you can do. Mature Afrodia. There's Rubina. She needs to get over there, and this guy's the fuck up. But so if you blow up Afrodia or Negros, then she automatically escapes. So let's go, baby! Inshin the fucking go. And though we can't get rid of their addresses, they're too strong.
私は足元が見えていなかった。
アポロは上を見ようとしなかったでも
こんなこいつめ。
You said it a slightly different way. I'll still be improved. Bubble saber. Drinking. Frodia, this war's only going to end with the Earth and S1 wiping each other out. Silence, man. We have to move fast or they're going to take even more drastic measures. Aldebaran must seize the advantage before that happens. You will not slow us down. So you're working for Gatler. You're a heartless monster on the inside, just like him. I won't hesitate then, not for a moment. Prepare yourself, Frodia. Image in Battleship. It's the subspace jump. Got a strike as well. So do that, do that, and that. Get that. Think we can get enough brain juice. There's no way Realma doesn't kill her. If Tekoki's doing 1,000. He's got that hot blood and he's jacked.
ゲッターのパワーを受けてみろ。行くぞ隼人ベッケー。行けよ。俺がやるよ。ゲッターシャイン。 ドラゴンのパワー思い知れ。
Power of the dragon. Dumb.
シャインスパー。
ここまで
Oh jeez. It's happened. Two levels each though. Love that. Love that a lot. So. Pull up Aphrodite, and with her ship sinking, she calls for evacuation. But this guy here tells her that the escape pods aren't working. Looks like someone's tampered with them. Trouble. So Aphrodite is like, oh yeah, Negros is behind this. Try and kill me. And ship explodes. And then Aphrodite, and then Shitaru is like, hey Gramps! She's alive but unconscious at the crash site. And Hazelmon orders captured so we can get some info about what the hell's going on. And the disruption in the Aldebaran chain of command gives Rubina the chance to leave. So, bye-bye. And so Hana detects someone else coming. Punches out by the fucking egg again. And so one's headed straight for Rubina's ship. This is bad. The Midifu's in trouble. Ah! Get out of there, Rubina. It's like, it's no good. She can't get out of there. So the Grand Knights come onto the scene, and Sandman orders the Grand Knights to flap their wounded wings. And Toga just comes in yelling, "Oh!" Gravion. So Sandman flashes her the winning smile and tells Rubina to leave the rest to us. She's like, right. And it was like, Toga, you've got Gravion, you're back. And he's like, everybody? And he apologizes for making everyone worry. And Runa's like, and me and Mizuki here too. Like, wow, Runa, you're here. And it's like, yep. So, Mizuki rescued her after she was ejected from the G Driller. And then Banjo is certain. He's like, as expected, Mizuki returned to the Grand Knights. And she's like, yeah, the agent lifestyle is too boring for my tastes. And Lauren's impressed with AG managing to bring everybody back together along with Toga. And Gara's like, yep, you're more than just the Grand Knight who yells, I guess. He's like, golly, this guy talking wow. But Koji's like, yeah, should be able to fight well enough for 4 pilots, right? And then Toga's like, no, there's 5. And then Runa says, yeah, Leel's over in the G-Shadow. Is she alright? Nah, she's still in a coma. And while that sounds really dangerous, so Sandman says that Toga's taken care of her and requests that we let her fight as one of the Grand Knights again. And then Badger's like, oh, Sandman, you've made a personal breakthrough. And he credits it to a goddess of victory. Opening his eyes. And then Raven stands like... And the Grand Troopers are here too. And Faye's still mumbling about wanting to prove that she's better than Toga. And Alex is like, yeah, whatever, you just want to fight alongside our super cool super robot army. Look at them, they're so cool. She's like, that's your reason, dipshit. Mizuki tells her to admit that she wasn't happy with the Federation's selfish antics. And Ume's like, yep, she's a decent kid after all. And Sandman says, yes, she was a warrior trying to defend the Earth. And then he does the glowing smile. And he says, your power, lend it to us, Faye. And Faye's like, you better be prepared to be surprised, Sandman. It's like, wow, really? Just like that, huh? Turns on, and then here's Tria. And she apologizes they couldn't fully repair the Gravion in time. But Eiji's sure they'll be able to make up for it with skill. And then, fellows of the Grand Knights, show me your newfound fighting spirit. Flap your heroic wings and soar towards the future. And so, they showed up. And then, whew. He's crazy as ever, huh? No, his elegant attitude is absolutely deserving of praise. Indeed, he's a true gentleman. I've got to explain what you mean by gentleman first. Ready to go, Grand Knights? Oh, hell yeah! We've got to make up for being late to the party. We're counting on you, Grand Knights. Psych yourselves up. You can do anything if your spirit's into it. Yeah, you've got guts in this. Good Graven's still not 100%, so don't push your luck, though. We'll back you up if things get bad, so just go for broke. Everyone's cheering us on. Their emotions giving me strength. Get it now, Toga? You ain't a monster for feeling their vibes. You're just our friend. Let's go, everyone. We're Zuth, the sword that defends Earth. So, they're back, baby. And he joins 170 morale. He's fucking ripped. He's a little bit damaged, but that's fine. Who gives a shit? He's all juiced up. Let's fucking go, baby. We're just missing one Grand Knight, and we can't use Lil's spell pool, obviously, because she's in a coma. But that's proof that Lil's not as powerful as the guy from Gumcross Sword. He could do it while in his sleep.
お父さんが愛したこの星を必ず守ってみせる。
やろうぜルナ。グラビトンプレッシャーパンチスタンバイ。
Hopefully this means we get the dynamic kill on the rifle again. So they just teleport in behind, like they just appear behind Yoshiyu in the butthole of Mizuki's like, got him. Pachi. We've got to use this move because we need that lady to tell us to jack off again. Because it just cracks me up, alright? I just love it when she says jack off. Kinda don't wanna get attacked too much though.
出たわね、ゼラバイア。グラビティランクシュート。
Gravity Ring, shoot!
前方に攻撃を開始します。
世界を二度と焼かせはしない。絶対に。こいつならどんな奴が相手でも。
Super up players when they intentionally play badly does the same cats are bad rip. Sandman did talk some sense into him. Sandman mostly just came out in his white leather uniform, smiling and giving the wink and the linty smile at girls, and them going, "Oh shit, amazing!" And everybody losing their mind as they should. And then where's Roger? Roger! Here's Roger. Matthew for being like, wow, he's as crazy as ever, and Roger's like, no, he's a true gentleman, his true aesthetic sense, he's amazing, he's the greatest man of all time. He deserves all of the praise forever. What an incredible dude. Sandman. Which is reason why that's everyone's reaction to Sandman. Is to kiss your fist, raise to the sky, look at heaven, think about Sandman. Majestic, powerful, graceful, lithe. Sandman. Yes, the chicken bros. Rip, dead. I didn't need to touch the butt. As we know, the pelvis piece is the weak point of the robot. That's why everybody shoots each other in the dick. And he's just going around the other side. Let's have level 7 on that boy. Martian power! Always big-minded. Big-minded then. on that valor now, baby. Oh, I guess they didn't have enough juice to do the move. What a waste of a K turn. Did 900 damage to a guy. So some more shit happens. I'm gonna go down to where more plot occurs. Yeah, so what is it, Apollo? You sensing something, boy? And he's sure that there's someone sneaking around. So he calls him out, and here's Futaba. He's just like, alright, you found me, I'm calling off the hide and seek. And Jun immediately tags his signal as that of a legit fallen angel, but he does just look like a kid though, and so the elements are very surprised by this. And he's like, I'm surprised that you could spot me despite being one of the wingless. Unless you're that Wings of the Sun guy Toma keeps talking about. And speaking of Toma, here's Toma. Yeah, Futaba. So here's Futaba, mate. So he's like, Futaba snuck out of Atlantia again. And Otoha takes this as further proof of how the door to the prison is opening. Johannes remembers the days 100 million, 2,000 years ago, when the kids would merrily hunt the wingless until the sun would set. Toma has a less sentimental view, as what they view as childlike innocence is likely to strike the wingless as a threat. And Futaba hasn't learned yet to separate the pleasures of hunting from actual war. And Johannes sees no problem with the child having his fun. But Moroho is worried that Futaba will kill too many humans and waste their precious plana. And Johannes just shrugs and goes, kids will be kids. And Moroho is just like, you're always so soft on the kid, jeez. But Johannes points out that the only way Futaba managed to get to the battlefield is because a seam opened in their endless prison, and the world will soon be torn, and when it happens, Atlantia will be free. Where's the goofy man in an egg? He's just an angel in a little floating X-Man chair, and he's a weird little B-man for some reason. And once the doors are open, they've got to use the powers of the Tree of Life to sweep the world clean of the hateful power gripping it, lest paradise collapses once again. And Toma tells Futaba to play to his heart's content and stir up the world then. And so Futaba's just having a little giggle. Summon some cherubim. To join in. And he's even gonna pilot one of them. And so Sirius is taken back by the enemy being a child, and Apollo's like, don't matter whether they're brats or old fogies. It's a fallen angel, we gotta take it out. And Tsugumi and Sylvia don't like it either. And then Apollo's like, hey, we're all kids too, assholes. And you gotta remember that they're all meant to be fucking 13 years old. Or whatever. Sylvia asks if the idea of fighting a kid doesn't pain him at all. And he says he's felt his share of pain when the angels killed Baron. So he's got a score to settle with him. And his pain's strong too. And Eureka is like, yeah, I can feel his pain directly. He's having a rough time. And Quattro and Jamil can see that the angels are going to attack both us and the aliens, throwing the battlefield into chaos. So, alright, get ready, fallen angel. Kid or no, I ain't holding back. He's like, oh, eh? A game with the wingless. Those from another world and the wings of the sun. Let's have some fun. Which, obviously, we won. Graviton arc. So he does the chest burst. Slap right into the dick. What the hell are they doing? What the heck? Dang Zeromaya?
お父さんに愛してこの星を必ず守ってみせる。
Yeah, time up big Zero mode. Nope. They deploy in big boy mode. You can't even be little boy mode anymore. Graviton sword. Bay yourself, Zeromaya.
ここはソードで行くしかないわ。
Go with the sword. Blades up. Endo. Punch. Graviton. Arrow. Yeah, so Dragon's approaching the bone zone. Can't even big wheel. That's not good. Still, just can't pay attention all the time. Thunder break. Dash, dash. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna defend the wife. Thunder blade. Don't show me up, boys.
くぞレッド
Thunder. Good to see you. What's this then? Fucking haze. Nita level 2 on fire. He wasn't even juiced up. He wasn't even strong. He was just a regular great. See you, midi foos. Couldn't even one shot the midi food. Get out of here. What's the point? It's not even a midi food, it's the other UFO. This boy overskilled after the other two. Alright, sure. Did everyone see the Tomino news? God Sigma. So you've come, God Sigma. I'll be the one to vanquish you. You're not just another one of Terrell's minions. Who the hell are you? My name's Dalton, loyal servant to Gagan, Commander-in-Chief of the Eldar forces. Gagan? That's the Eldar's new commander? Yes, and I'll claim your head in his name. Where he goes on TV and goes, mecha programs are for brats. I'm gonna outdo Ava, I'm gonna outdo Kimetsu no Yaiba. And then he follows up with, if I don't say that, then I find it very difficult to build up the energy to work in the anime industry at the age of 8 years old. Talking shit because he's old, otherwise he doesn't care. Yeah, he's like, he's got to talk shit to get himself hyped up. And the last time he said he was gonna outshine Ava, he made brain powered. So, you know. There you go. That heat's gonna start warping my armor if I get too close. If we don't destroy it fast, we're gonna melt before the ice cap does. Fucking Tomino just going in with the like advertisement break in the middle of a mecha show and go, mecha programs for baby morons, absolute fucking tools. I'm gonna outdo Kimetsu no Yaiba. I'm gonna outdo Evangelion. Come see my next G-Reco movie. It's a mecha movie. Bye. Fucking Tomino. So that's that thing, it just shines a really hot light on you and you go, oof, that stings. It's not very strong, but it does have all of the juice. It's bad, damage. Yeah, so Ichitaro doesn't take any damage to the artificial sun, but it's not because it's tough. Marin figures that it must be protected by a subspace field, which distorts space-time around it. We know attacks get nullified before they can even reach it. That means no victory unless we can destroy it. In worst case scenario, Hazemon is ready to throw the King Bill's engines into the red and ram it full speed. An extreme measure, but with billions of lives on the line, it's one that he's not going to discard. First things first, we need to thin out the nearby enemies so we can make the charge towards it. So Hazel's just like, I will kill every single one of us on this boat if it saves Earth. Because he's a fucking legend. Over here, come on, where are you going? Damn, brat, we don't have time to deal with this kid with all these lives on the line. Do you know how many people are dying because you don't know when to sit down? Yo, that regret this. Coming, he's getting vengeance for Baron. Koitsume! Koitsume! Again. Cross! And like, I think the kanji is like infinite counter strike. But you say it, Mugen Cross. Need that if we would have gone, fucking hell, Apollo, Jesus Christ. Turns out that extra damage he does against fallen angels is fucking real. Jesus Christ, Apollo. You fucking madman. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh yeah, I'm a boss coming at you. Oof, I'm died. Oof, oof. You do not need to protect him. He's Duke fucking Fleed. And far, please. Neither of you need to protect Tetsuya. Oh, just have to reconnect to the chat for some reason. Well, she can defend this guy. So when he gets hit, he's taking a morale down, which is why he's not activating his big boy bullshit yet. So Gengoro sees that we're being delayed and time's running out, so Hazelmon tells Icharo to go for it. Push the King Bill's Eon engine into the red. Ramming speed. And then Hane's like, oh, no, more things incoming from above Toga. Toga! It's more Zeravire. What the? There's so many of them. Things looking real bad for Earth now. Sandman. For this many Zeravire to appear, the core of the Genocidrum has indeed come to Earth. Correct, Sieg. That voice. My brother, Hyugi Zeravire. Beautiful. You're beautiful, my Zeravire army. Come, Sieg. Resist with all your insignificant might. Show me this humanity's strength you believe in so. Guys. Yeah, you got it. We're all ready to go. Toga! It's crazy, Gravion. You can't take him on all by yourself. Crazy or not, we're still going for it. We'll buy you as much time as we can. Go for the artificial sun. Grand Knights. We'll lay down our lives if that's what's needed to defend Earth. Well said. Your determination is abundantly clear. Sandman, you struggle in vain. Your land will be razed by this corrupted sun. A true sun is never ruined. Indeed, the sun is a light that guides us to our future. Shine, new sun. Illuminate this earth with your beauty. Someone's coming down here. That's... destroyed all the Zerovire in a second! The hell? Did the sun really come over? Whoa, that's badass! What is that? The fire Gravion? Oh no, Great Gravion? No, its name is Sol Gravion. Sol Gravion? Maximum instantaneous energy, 3.2 billion Tom Grenade. Elgo rating, 500 grand. Curse you, Sieg. How dare you install the Grand Sigma as the core of the Sol Gravion? Mysterious person. Wait, who's this? Clothing change? Minasan! Hey! Is everyone safe? Aina! Aina, is it really you? In the flesh! I just came back from the moon along with the Sol Gravion. The moon? How did that happen? Wait, that explosion with the Zerovire didn't throw you all the way up there, did it? Oh my fucking god. Jeez, we were really worried. What are you doing in a place like that? You look so different. There's a lot of questions, especially with you just showing up out of nowhere with this Sol Gravion. Well, it's a long story, but at the time of the explosion, my memories were transferred to another me on the moon. Wait, no, the one on the moon was the real me. Yeah, the one on the moon was the real me, that's it. Master Sandman said you're all in trouble, so he told me to come back. Did everyone get that? Nope. Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's just be glad she's okay. Hey, thank goodness. I thought you died because of me. Master Toga, my life is with you, now and always. And Gravion will be invincible as long as I, a Proto-Grandiva, am here. Elgo, form! And then, warmth. Is this the warmth of human kindness? Fucking armor on. My body, it's surging with energy. Is that Aina's power? By magnifying the pilot's willpower, a tremendous amount of Elgo power is unleashed. That is the Sol Grandiva system. Aina? That's right. The system has a bi-directional flow between it and the pilot's brain. The Elgo power, resonating with Aina's emotions, becomes a mind field which affects everything in physical space. The divas in Aina's love will power the supergravity god's rebirth. And then... Leo! You woke up! Leo. Welcome back, Leo. Thank you, Eiji. And everyone else, too. Leo, lend us your power once again. Right. Now, the power of 2 Gravions is 1. They did it! A firm, blazing handshake between the 2 Gravions that can melt even the South Pole's ice. So that's where they do a big handshake in the show. We don't want it to melt! Grand Sigma, hateful machine. Even now, the pain and suffering of the Lambian people whom you've destroyed haunt my dreams. However, I have but to end you here and they'll all vanish. So, some s'more eggs. What? More? So many. Much more than a moment ago. Here we go, everyone. It's time for us to unite the strength of these Gravions with ours.
Grand Knights の諸君、暗黒の時代を焼き尽くす紅の牙となれ。
Fellows of the Grand Knights, be the crimson fang that burns away the darkness. Switcheroo. Super gravity slash. Some fucking Disgaea shit. Oh, sugoi! That was amazing! That's the Supreme Gravion? No, I dare say that it's the accursed Gravion. I don't think God Gravion can hold on anymore. Everyone, come to the Sol Grandivas. Alright. Hold on, AG. You go in the Geo Mirage. The Geo Mirage is the kernel of the Sol Gravion. AG, its power is yours to wield. Alright, leave it to me, you know? What kind of man would I be if I turned that down? Let's go. Elgo break! So... they split. Flame Emperor combination. Descend. Flame Emperor. Sol Gravion. Alright, let's do this, people. Time to give them all a taste of our Sol Gravion. You got it. Fellows of the Grand Knights and Warriors of Zuth, may there be light in your struggles. And then he leaves again. And there he goes again. Makes sense that a friend of our boss will be hard to get a hold on. The Grand Sigma's awakened. Sandman, your own battle will begin soon. Gramps, the attack from both Gravions destroyed the artificial sun's field. The Grand Sun overthrew its corrupted copy? Alright, now what's left is to deliver the coup de grace. There's still plenty of guys that didn't eat our attack. Leave the remaining Zerovia to us. Time's running short though. The artificial sun's going to be fully operational in 3 minutes. More than enough. We're going to finish what the Grand Knight started. Quickly, everyone. The lives of everyone on Earth are riding on these 3 minutes. And so... that's the deal. We've got 3 turns to destroy the thing. If Sol Gravion dies or we hit 4 turns, game over. We've just got to blow up every enemy and then the sun for the SR point. And also, if you blow it up within 2 turns of Sol Gravion arriving, then you get an extra ending point. So, you know, a lot of shit going down here. But it's Sol Gravion. So, it's got all of the bozos in. They're still grossly overpowered with all of the spells in the world. And we obviously got rid of his skills and abilities, the same shit. So he has Focus, Spirit, Sense, and Faith. AG's got Accelerate, Strike, Invincible, and Valor. Runa has Strike, Luck for double money, Heal allies, next attack ignores barriers and defensive abilities, and double damage. Mizuki has Scan, Flash, Snipe for extra range, and Confuse. Leal has Guard, so only take 25% damage. Mercy, leave enemies to survive. Rouse, get everybody's will. And Aina has Gain for double XP, Attune to give someone Strike, and Analyze for the damage thing. And the leader bonus is plus 10% damage on the player phase. And it's just Gravion, but better in every single way. So, you know. So, now we gotta blow up all these fucking guys. And we gotta do all these guys and then this dude within 2 turns. Which, I mean, I think we can do. Because if nothing else, we can just fly K into a bunch of guys, right? Sol Gravion Nova, SC Punch, Z Punch, Cannon. Soul Graviton, Bringer, the missile, Graviton Arc, yeah, the G Graviton. Oh no, it's the G. Is it G Gradivas? Yeah, so it's the G Doradiva's attack. No, yeah. It's the G Doradiva's attack, and then the Soul Juken, the Cho Juken. So this should be where they all split up and do a big bunch of bullshit.
出たわねゼラバイア
燃えないゴミに出してやるぜ。行くよ
These guys are trash. Prepare yourself. This. Everybody got a refill in their juice. Time for the lightning detonator. I mean, she's not gonna get the kill. If she was gonna get the kill, we'd watch it because I like it when she says jack off. So this is obviously a very fucking strong move that we're going to be employing next turn. Deploy that this turn. Six. everybody that's already gone is in the zone, so... Let's get our various boys to not fucking die, shall we? Flashed. I believe that's everybody covered from the time. Vegetables. Do want that money though. Want that double money. Seems fine. And Holland and Soul. Oh yeah, the power's got fucked up. So let's find where Futaba got his shit fished in. Yeah, so you get +1 ending point for defeating Futaba with Apollo, which we didn't do, but that's fine. You don't need all the ending points to get the best ending, and we've got every ending point so far. So we can miss this one. So, already boring. Time to go home then. Let's play again, Wings of the Sun. Hold it right there, Brett. What? I told you I have to go home. You could do whatever the hell you want, just run off like that. Calm down, Apollo. You're not yourself today. He's just a kid. Don't you get that? Enough with that kid crap. You said he gets a free pass on everything because he's a kid? The Grand Knights and everyone else are risking their lives here. This ain't a kid's game. Yeah, I know, but when dealing with children, you first talk to them, and if that fails, you scold them. Scold? Big difference between that and just lashing out in anger. Children need to be taught what's right and wrong. Baron talked about it once. Said those who have people to scold them are lucky. Such a problem. Let me go. Oh. Wait. What are you gonna do, Apollo? Told you to calm down. Zip it! How you scored a kid beer all calm like? Wait, don't hit me. Eat this. Kurai.
無限ビンター
Mugen Winter. So, Binter is just a slap in the face. So, he looks like he passed out. Ichitaro, have the recovery team pick him up. You might be able to learn something about the fallen angels if you study that child. Roger. Man, did I do it right there? Well, you didn't punch him. I call that a job well done, Apollo. I'll take it. Just fucking infinite slap across the face. Just fuck you, naughty kid. Get fucking spanked. So, that's all these guys dealt with, right? So we missed out on one ending point from this, but hopefully we're going to get the ending point from blowing up the artificial sun in time. But yeah, so he just got a new move. He didn't get a new move? Okay, I'll get the new move later? He definitely gets a map attack at some point, because he gets the infinite oinkums doinks. But maybe that was just a thing that happened for fun times on this stage. Have a good one, everyone. See you next time. Put this on the sun. Squash that man. Time to see Shin's biggest move.
デスティニーならこういう戦い方もできる。次はこいつを食らえ。 地球人ごときがこのまま奴の好きにさせるな。
Slightly further away. Fucking get him. Fine, forget that one. So. So Dalton goes down. Yeah, and he didn't expect us to have so many weapons at our disposal. So he abandoned the ship and he'll get us next time, Earthlings. Kyujin. Too late, whatever. Surely, did you say that? Very nice. Thank you, Urag. So the Skull Moon Alliance has finally decided to eliminate humanity all at once. We have to hurry before this war passes point of no return. HP. We can go through that in a single turn. Good Harkin. shines a light on you and you go with next things. What's that mecha? So, here's David in the Fixer one. And he's like, David Wayne in the prototype Fixer one. Fixer one? It's like, yeah, it's a prototype. It's a test machine made using subspace tech, and I'm here to back you up. And Marion's like, oh, great, thanks, David. And David says, no need for the thanks. He's came here for his own objective. And we're like, all right, and what's that? And he's like, I'm not going to tell you, but I'm going to show you what I can do. Sure, David. Sure. He's got one fucking move. He's got a laser. Here he comes.
地球人を甘く見るなよ
Thanks, David. Thanks. Incredible. It's like a shitty boat. Alright. So next turn, we're gonna aim for everybody being dead and blowing this thing up. Because I don't know whether it's 2 turns, within 2 turns of Sol Gravion showing up, as in it shows up and then you get 2 turns, or the turn it shows up and then the turn after. So we're gonna see if we can get the turn after. But again, if you miss 2 ending points, it's fine. So, to get the bad ending, you need 6 or fewer ending points, and then you have to pick all the bad choices when you get prompted, and then you get it. And nobody knows how much you need for the best ending, but we're gonna be fine, no doubt. There's a couple of things that give you minus ending points. Ding, 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 ding. Sol Graviton Nova. Damson's Oshak Chromatus.
その程度かゼラバイア覚悟しやがれゼラバイアこいつで決めるぞトガ了解タイミングはそっちに合わせるよっしゃそれグラビトンローダー
That's an explosion. Yep. Hyper Mega Launcher. these enemies being fucking Y formation is a crime, actually. Phaser. Boss literally invincible. So let's pull this guy back. Because then Zerabile will come this way, right? This evil weapon cannot be allowed to exist. Then show them Sol Gragon's power, Master Toga. Yeah, we got the whole gang together again. Full speed ahead, Toga. Of course, we wield the power of the Gravion of the Sun. Dun, 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 dun. That man supposed to retreat, but he figures with the already captured by the Earthlings, she's not coming back. And so her position is as good as his now. Listed in any of their things. Much we have to appreciate our good old son. This copycat's an unwelcome visitor. Here I go. We've got to smash it up for him. That's the whole ice cap. Darling, it's so hot. Gunlion's gonna melt down. And turn on the fan, Mel. This is a battle of wills. It's this gumball and me. We'll see which of us can really turn up the heat. I mean, and who knows? You're the one and only Zahito. There you go. Damn it, aliens! You want to wipe out all humans now? Well, it's not happening. We're gonna save the planet and everyone on it. See if everyone's on this page. Looks like no. Oh yeah, no. Here he is. Found him. Yeah, what's the point in killing people and wrecking the environment? But it's up to you. This machine's going down. So that's Renan. He's trying to help everybody. It's fine. Yeah, so it makes his phone weaker. So armor is here. A weapon like that makes this hardly even a war. This is extermination. This war will only get worse if the aliens view us as pests. Come on. I'm gonna leave those 3. And then hopefully, yeah, this is what I wanted to happen. Like, I think I could have moved Sol Gravian down to lure them into the big group sooner. But you see, this is a fucking rough one for getting all of the shit. And even then, I don't know if we're going to get all of the shit, because I don't know if it's the turn it arrives and the turn after, or it arrives and then 2 turns after that. If the turn it arrives and 2 turns after that, then we've got it. If it's not, then we haven't. But I have judged the SR point more important than the ending points. She's fucking bless her, so. Every enemy, except this guy. I'm going to yell out either get the ending points or we won't. We fucked up one by when I blew up all of the enemies with this instead of blowing up Futaba with Aquarion, but that's fine. You can miss 2 ending points. Deploying weapon to kill innocents without even needing to bloody your hands. I didn't spare a thought for anyone who did such a thing. This meaningless slaughter offends all of my principles.
多少紳士的ではないが仕方なかろう。ウィークオフアクション。
Level 7 on that boy. Alright, alright. It's time for this man to get the bop. It's time for this man to get the bop. It's time for this man to get the bop. Sai gusta. Pretty sure with his double damage, because he's got no skills except for fucking confusion. Hold saver. Dringing. Damn you, Gatwa. Now you're trying to kill civilians who have nothing to do with this, or? For long, you're gonna hurt S1 civilians too. Have to stop you before that happens. So Banjo hates it. He's like, how dare you call this the sun? Case says he's got enough trouble trying to save the world without this sort of shit. Emil's annoyed at destroying the environment. Same as Lauren. Jamil, 15 years ago, I pulled the trigger that would kill billions. This weapon would repeat that track. Yeah, Apollo says how Baron named him Apollo after the son of the sun god, and the sun ain't supposed to hurt people, so he's gonna smash it. And so, if you fuck up the time limit, David in his little thing is like, oh yeah, this is what I came for. Fixer 1 is actually a missile that you pilot. So then he crashes into the thing and dies. And And then Marin's like, damn, is he happy with this? But if David gets shot down before that happens, so he can't do that, that's it. It's over. Earth flooded, game over, bye. Now we get to the blew up the bozo. Got some money, a nice Minovsky craft. Quattro says, like, using weapons of planetary destruction. Does this mean the aliens have simply decided to eradicate all of mankind? It says join downloads. So, did we do it? Not yet, look at it. Has self-repair capabilities? How can it even do that? Then it'd be impossible to destroy it before it becomes operational. Oliver, Ryder, we've got to use the Boulderoiser. But we haven't even tested it yet. No time to worry about that. Even if it fails, we'll still be able to self-destruct Buldios along with it. Do it, Marin. 3 lives to save millions is an easy choice. What are you doing? Take a look, David. This is the battle we chose. Buldios' own battle. So, this is what happens. If you do it in time, you get a new move. The Boulderoiser.
第二の S1 星にさせるものか。バルディオスのリミッターを解除するぞ。
And release the
地球をそうですね。俺も乗るぜ。一世一代の大巻だ。文句はねえ。これがバルディオスの最終兵器だ。
Take it into subspace. Special throw. This is the Boulderoiser. They fly out. Use their 3 little ships. And the trail in the shape of a rose. Wow. Success, Marin. Ryder, we're alive. We did it. We won. We won. We've done it. We saved Earth's future. That's tomorrow. And so yeah, for deploying Buldios and having it survive the stage and then you blow up the sun while he's still alive, new finisher. So we did it. And Hazelmon knows that the war's not going to end if you stay on the defensive forever, so as long as the rivalry zones remain weakened. And so that means the alien attacks will continue. So if we want to put a stop to this, we need to take the fight to them. Which means we've got to attack the lunar base. And Hazelmon hopes that the prisoners of war in Nephrodi are going to give us some info on that. Our offensive ain't that far off. And then Rubina and Duke finally see each other again, and she can hardly believe this is happening. And he's thankful for all the information she gave him about the S1ians, and that's what allowed him to find his own path, and of course, to her amazing effort in saving all the prisoners. She said it was Duke that gave her that strength in the first place, and teaching her the value of peace and the need to fight to safeguard it. Hazelmon asks Rubina to fight alongside us, and she says she feels responsibility for her father's crimes, wants to make up for it in any way she can, so sure. She's not doing this just for Earth, but to end the Skull Moon Alliance that threatened peace in the galaxy. And Hazelmon's like, yeah, brilliant, love it, you're in. And Hikaru gives her a warm welcome. And Rubina has heard of Hikaru, and sees that she's as pretty as she imagined. And she's well aware of how Duke is around her, and so Rubina's going to be fighting alongside her and everyone else today. But that doesn't mean she's thrown in the towel for Duke just yet. Because you gotta, it happens all the time, doesn't it? And so Hikaru's going to accept that challenge. And then when Duke's like, what are you two whispering about? Maria just goes, girl problems. It's like, ah, I see. And so, in the King Beale, Kappei gives Kazuki the sad news about Hamamoto and Aki being made into human bombs, but Aki's asleep in Trinity City in the cryopod, at least. When Michi asks, he says nope, she's not going to explode, but she needs to stay there until they can find a way to remove it. And so Kazuki tells Michi not to cry, because her being alive means there's hope. And he's seen an awful lot of people die since he was captured, and he's thought long and hard about Kappei and his family, and he wants to apologise for what he's done and to his family, and now that he's seen who the real villains are. And Gengoro's like, yeah, that's fine, all water under the bridge, but he wants to help in any way he can. Jane feels the same way and introduces herself to Gengoro as one of the EO colonists captured by the Eldar. And Kappei is like, I've seen your face somewhere before. And then that's when Julie comes in looking for his sister. And she's surprised that he's here. But first off, he wants to know what the hell she was doing on EO to begin with. And she said she joined the colonization effort after her parents got divorced. And since her surname's different, Kiriken and Toshiya had no idea who she was. Like, wait, what, huh? And so she tells Toshiya that his dad is still being held prisoner at the Skull Moon base, and explains with Terrell's wish to get the women and children to keep them safe from Gagan. And Kazuki thought the guy had his heart in the right place, despite always looking so gloomy, and he rescued him from the Geizok before there came bombs. So Toshiya's glad to hear that he really did keep his promise, and Kazuki would like Toshiya to rescue Taichiro and all the other men as soon as can be. And we're like, well, yeah, that's our plan anyway. And that's why Gengoro wants any information they can give us about the Skull Moon base so we can get to that as soon as possible. And so Kiriken pats Julie on the back and be like, nice job, dude, you ran into your sister again. We'll definitely get my dad and friends back soon, don't worry about it. And Toshiya is like, Father, wait on just a little bit. We'll rescue you soon. And then, in Trinity City, Quinstein and all the others get word of the successful end of Operation Earthflood, as well as the capture of Aphrodite and Fallen Angel. Kazami pops out of the woodwork and is like, oh, wow, amazing. And he wants the Fallen Angel brought to his lab as soon as Zuth returned. And considering what we're dealing with, Tsukikage thought it'd be best to wait Fudo's instructions before doing anything, but Kazami's like, no, there's no time for that. Studying the angels and their powers might just be the ticket to avoid the dimensional collapse. And so Tsukikage's going to go along with it, but reminds him that he's going to be working with an intelligent life form, enemy or not, and it should be treated with respect. So Kazami's like, I'm enough of a scientist to know that much. And off he goes. And so Tsukikage here is like, yep, full of nothing but his research as usual. And Quinstein had her battle, and today's battle and her studies have proven her hypothesis, and now she's got to reveal the cruel reality of it all to Marin, and that just might shift the battle in another direction. And so, secret-wise, we got the new move, but we also got... Oh yeah, here she is. Rubina. So she's got Sport Attack level 1, Sport Defend level 4. She's got SP Regen. And she's got Heal an Ally, Focus, Invincible, and Luck. And her squad leader bonus is HP and energy recovery increased by 50%. And so she's good. We'll put her in like the double Spazer probably. She's a very good support. She's got SP Regen, which means that we can use her heal and spirit commands. And she has the second cheapest luck in the game. So with her regen, it's like 15 a turn. Get the big money. She's bad at fighting, but who cares? We done it.